The Codex of Umbral Lineage would record that the higher powers, ever seeking to test the resilience of the human spirit, devised a cruel and specific trial for those who had achieved the pinnacle of earthly contentment, the childhood dream job. To these select individuals, a quiet voice would whisper not of temptation, but of existential dread. It posed a simple question: what if you lost this? What if you were cast down from this heaven of your own making and forced to take a random job, a role of pure drudgery undertaken solely for coin, a labor that would eat you alive slowly from the inside? For some, this was not a hypothetical, but a sudden, brutal reality. They found their dream job vanished, replaced by the soul-crushing monotony they had been warned of. The records of these trials are stark and illuminating, revealing a fundamental truth of the human essence. Those who survived this crucible, who eventually found a way to thrive in the ashes of their former life, shared a single common trait: absolute refusal. They refused to let the meaningless labor define them. They held fast to the integrity of their inner self, even as their outer world crumbled. They might have performed the tasks, but they did not allow the job to possess their spirit. They drew lines in the sand, protecting their passions, their dignity, and their core identity from the corrosive nature of their new reality. This unbending self-preservation became their anchor, and from it, they slowly built a new life, one not of dreams, but of hard-won, authentic purpose. Conversely, those who compromised themselves, who believed the lie that they must become the job to survive, sealed their own doom. They shed their principles like a snakeskin, adopting the values of the coin chase, believing it was the only way to endure. But in doing so, they poisoned their own souls. This internal rot inevitably spread outward. They became bitter, manipulative, and hollow, destroying the relationships and goodwill that had once sustained them. Their compromise led not to survival, but to a self-inflicted annihilation that left them alone and took down everyone who had once cared for them. The trial proved that the slow death of the body was preferable to the swift death of the soul.